The year was 1971. London bustled with life, oblivious to the audacious plot brewing beneath its surface. At the heart of this scheme was Anthony Gavin, an unemployed man with a penchant for detective fiction and a mind teeming with ambition. Inspired by none other than Arthur Conan Doyle's The Red-Headed League, Gavin envisioned a daring heist. Just as Sherlock Holmes's nemesis, John Clay, burrowed into a bank vault, Gavin too would tunnel his way to riches. The Red-Headed League wasn't merely a story for Gavin, it was a blueprint. He saw in its pages a framework for his own audacious plan. The fictional tale of cunning and subterfuge ignited a spark in his imagination. Gavin, however, wouldn't be after just any treasure. His sights were set on something far more intriguing than mere money. Driven by this literary inspiration, Gavin embarked on a mission to turn fiction into reality. He sought out a location that would do justice to his ambitious plan, a place steeped in history and intrigue. Little did he know that his actions would etch his name in the annals of criminal history, forever linking him to the very story that had sparked his audacious scheme. The stage was set for one of the most daring heists London had ever seen. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more intriguing stories. Gavin's meticulous planning led him to 187 Baker Street, home to a branch of Lloyd's Bank. The location was no coincidence. This particular branch held more than just cash. It housed safe deposit boxes rumored to contain sensitive documents and compromising photographs belonging to the elite. The allure of such a prize, coupled with the location's poetic irony, a stone's throw from the fictional home of Sherlock Holmes, proved irresistible. The bank, a sturdy edifice of brick and mortar, stood as a symbol of security and trust. Little did its employees know that beneath their feet, a clandestine operation was underway, meticulously planned and audaciously executed. The irony wasn't lost on Gavin. He was about to pull off a heist right under the nose of the world's greatest fictional detective. The choice of Lloyd's Bank on Baker Street was a calculated one. Its proximity to a rentable property, a seemingly innocuous leather goods store called Le Sac, provided the perfect cover for Gavin's clandestine activities. It was from this unassuming storefront that he and his accomplices would tunnel their way into the bank's vault, their every move shrouded in secrecy. To pull off this audacious heist, Gavin needed a crew as cunning and daring as himself. He assembled a motley band of outlaws, each with a unique set of skills to contribute to the elaborate plan. Reginald Tucker, a used car salesman with a knack for subterfuge, became Gavin's trusted lieutenant. Benjamin Wolfe, an antique dealer with an eye for detail, was tasked with acquiring the necessary equipment for the tunnel. The operation demanded more than just brute force and cunning. It required a touch of technical expertise. Thomas Stevens, a man with connections in the world of heavy equipment and arms smuggling, was recruited for his ability to procure the tools needed to breach the bank's defenses. Stevens brought with him an air of quiet competence, his expertise a valuable asset to the unfolding operation. As the plan took shape, Gavin realized the need for additional expertise. He enlisted the help of two electronics enthusiasts, Mickey Gervais and Bobby Mills. Their task was to disable any alarms and surveillance systems that stood between the robbers and their prize. The team, a motley crew united by greed and ambition, was now complete. Their target, the impenetrable vault of Lloyd's Bank on Baker Street. Section 4. The Blueprint, Meticulous Planning and Daring Execution. The gang, under Gavin's meticulous direction, spent months meticulously planning every detail of the heist. They rented the shop next to the bank, posing as legitimate businessmen while secretly working through the nights and weekends. The noise of their clandestine activities was masked as the sounds of ordinary commerce, a clever ruse that kept their true purpose hidden from prying eyes and ears. Under the cover of darkness, they painstakingly dug a 25-foot tunnel from the basement of their rented shop into the bank's vault. The earth was carefully removed, each bucketful a testament to their determination and patience. The tunnel, a testament to their ingenuity, was shored up with wooden beams and equipped with lighting and ventilation, a subterranean passage leading to their ultimate goal. Finally, the stage was set. Over a weekend in September 1971, the gang broke through the final layers of concrete and steel, entering the vault. They looted over £1.5 million in cash and valuables from the safe deposit boxes. However, their most significant loot was not the money, but the contents of several safety deposit boxes, rumored to contain sensitive documents and compromising photographs that could rock the British establishment. The heist was a resounding success, a testament to their meticulous planning and daring execution, but their triumph would be short-lived. Section 5. A chance discovery. The walls have ears. As the robbers celebrated their success, they remained oblivious to a critical oversight. Robert Rowlands, an amateur radio enthusiast, was scanning the airwaves when he stumbled upon their walkie-talkie chatter. Intrigued by the coded messages and suspicious activity, he alerted the police. This chance discovery would prove to be the undoing of Gavin's meticulously crafted plan, a stark reminder that even the most carefully laid plans can unravel in the most unexpected ways. Initially skeptical, the police dismissed Rowland's claims as the ramblings of a hobbyist. However, the persistent radio enthusiast convinced them to investigate. The authorities, initially dismissive of the amateur radio operator's claims, soon found themselves drawn into a real-life detective story, a far cry from the fictional tales that had inspired Gavin's audacious scheme. The police descended upon Baker Street, their presence a stark contrast to the quiet weekend atmosphere. The game was afoot, and the hunters were closing in on their prey. The robbers, caught off guard by the sudden arrival of the authorities, were forced to abandon their operation, leaving behind a trail of evidence that would ultimately lead to their capture. Section 6. The Dragnet closes, investigation and arrests. The discovery of the tunnel sent shockwaves through Scotland Yard. The sheer audacity of the crime, coupled with the potential involvement of high-profile individuals, made it a priority case. The police launched a full-scale investigation, determined to bring the perpetrators to justice and uncover the secrets hidden within the stolen documents. The investigation, codenamed Operation Magpie, was a race against time, with authorities determined to recover the stolen documents before their contents could be leaked to the public. Forensic teams meticulously combed through the tunnel and the ransacked vault, piecing together the events of that fateful weekend. Every fingerprint, every footprint, every drop tool told a story of meticulous planning, daring execution, and ultimately, their downfall. The evidence pointed towards a well-organized group, but their identities remained a mystery. The breakthrough came when detectives discovered Benjamin Wolfe's real name on the lease agreement for Lassac. His arrest led to the apprehension of Tucker, Stevens, Gervais, and Mills. The dominoes were falling, each arrest bringing the police one step closer to the mastermind behind the operation. The walls were closing in, and soon, Anthony Gavin, the architect of this audacious heist, would have his day in court. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more captivating tales.